Dear students, welcome to my online class. So, today we'll discuss the poem A Psalm of Life. Here in this text, the poet H.W. Longfellow describes the worth of life, how we can spare our life meaningful. The poet H.W. Longfellow, his full name Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. He was an American poet born in 1807 and died in 1882. It's an inspirational poem. Here in this poem, the poet says how to live, how to manage our life. It's a message to a young man and message to his readers to make life worthwhile. The Psalm of Life by H.W. Longfellow is a beautiful poem with a very spiritual setting. Here the poet directly addresses the soul of a reader and inspires them to achieve something worthwhile in their life. So, we'll go through the different stanzas and you can take the help of your textbook. You just go through your textbook and follow the instructions. So here is the first stanza. Tell me, not in mournful numbers, life is but an empty dream, but the soul is dead that slumbers, and things are not what they seem. So, here the poet describes, tell me not. He begins the poem with an imperative sentence. He addresses his readers not to take life as an empty dream. He clearly rejects the idea that life is an empty dream, as a dream is full of events. Whenever we sleep, we dream of different things. In our dream, we achieve a lot more. But when we get up, we find nothing. Then we take the dream as empty. But life is not an empty dream, the poet says. He says, life is full of something. Don't take life as a nothingness. That means life is full of something and we have to discover life. Okay. Then, for the soul is dead that slumbers. Again, the poet says that the soul that slumbers is dead. Means, as we know, soul is immortal. Soul never dies. There is no death to the soul. But the soul that slumbers means an idle soul. A person who spares his life in idle pastures, he never succeeds in life. A soul that sleeps never gets success. So, life is very difficult to the idle. So, the soul that slumbers is like dead. Soul is not actually dead, but the soul that is idle, that remains in a deep sleep. Slumber means a deep sleep. Have some difficult words of the text. Mournful. Mournful means sorrowful. Mournful means sorrowful. Then numbers. Numbers means songs. And slumber. Slumber means a deep sleep. Okay. So at first we'll know the writer's idea about the poem. The Psalm of Life. Psalm of Life means Psalm means a sacred song. Okay, Psalm means a sacred song. That means a song of life. Life is a song. So the poet says, don't take it as a sorrowful number, as a sorrowful song. That means if life is a song, then don't take it sorrowful. Tell me not in mournful numbers that life is an empty dream. Means the poet advises his readers not to take life as an empty dream. It is full of something and we have to discover it. Again he says, the soul is immortal, but the soul that slumbers is just like a dead person. The soul that slumbers is, and things are not what they seem. And the things are not what they seem. As we see the entire world, the way it is not actually that what it seems to us. How we look at the world, it is not actual. For the ideal persons, life is difficult. They take life as full of difficulties, but actually life is not difficult. Those who work hard, who try to get success, they become successful. Those who doesn't work, they spare their time in idleness. They don't use their leisures, spare it in a idle manner. They get disastrous results. So, here in this text, the writer inspires his readers not to spare their time meaninglessly, to spare the time very meaningfully. Again, he says, life is real, life is earnest. Life is real and life is earnest, and the grave is not its goal. Life is real means life is positive, life is energetic, life is optimistic, life is enlightening. Here we can bring a comparison between negativity and positivity. Life is not negative, life is always positive. Life is not pessimistic, life is optimistic. Life is not unreal, life is real. Life is not darkness, life is enlightenment. Life is not static, life is dynamic. Life is not dreadful, life is beautiful. Life is not empty, life is full of something. Life is not purposeless, life is always purposeful. So, as a honest being, as we are the human beings, we have the intelligence. God has gifted us the quality that is different from all, that makes us different from all other animals. We have the extraordinary quality that is knowledge. We got intelligence, we got knowledge, and we are completely different from the other creatures. So, we must realize what life is. We should take life in a positive way. What the poet says, life is real and life is earnest. Earnest means earnest means purposeful. Okay, earnest means purposeful. Life is earnest and life is real. जीवन होची वास्तव, जीवन होची उद्देश्यमूलक. And the grave is not its goal. Death is not the goal of life. What the line says. Death is not the goal of life. Goal means aim. Goal. Goal means aim. Death is not the aim of life. And again, he says, "Dust thou art, to dust thou returns." That is not spoken of the soul. These lines are from the Bible. Dust thou art, to dust thou returns. It is not spoken of the soul. These lines are derived from the Bible, and it says, human body is perishable. It is made of dust, and whenever we breathe our life, the body perishes. And as it is made of dust, it again returns to the dust. In other words, the line suggests human body is perishable, but death is not subject to the soul, or soul is not subject to death. Soul is immortal, but body is perishable. So we should do something worthwhile in course of our short lifespan. During our short lifespan, we should do something worthwhile. Again, the poet says, "Not enjoyment and not sorrow is the destined end or way." Not enjoyment and not sorrow. Not enjoyment means neither enjoyment nor sorrow. We shouldn't spare our time being in enjoyment. We shouldn't spare our time being in sorrow. So we should always try to make it worthwhile, make it purposeful. With some purpose we should work on. We should work on a particular area to make it fruitful, to make it successful. We have to work, and without being in enjoyment or without being in sorrow, but to act that each tomorrow finds us further than today. We should work in a way that each tomorrow will be better for us. Today we are here and we have to work hard to make it better. The next day should be a better day for us, and we have to make it better with our work, with our honest attempt, with our dedication. We should be determined to work hard, to work for our betterment. So let's go through the text again and let's understand it in Odia. Tell me not in mournful numbers means, here the poet says to his readers, poet tankara reader मानकु कहउछंती जे जीवन को केवल तमे एक दुखद संगीत हिसाब रे ग्रहण करिवो नाही। जीवन को केवल तमे दुखदायक बोली कहबो नाही, एवं यह एक शून्य स्वप्न, यह केवे मध्य ग्रहणीय नुहे, ताहा तमे केवे हेले कहबो नाही। For the soul is dead that slumbers. किंतु एतिकी कह जाई पारे जे जेउ आत्माटी सोई रही था, जे श्रम कातर, जे कर्म कुंठित, जे कार्य करने को चाहे नहीं ताहा मृत सहित समान। किंतु वास्तव में आत्मा ହେଉଛି अमर। आत्मा केवे मरे नहीं, किंतु जो आत्माटी अलसुआ जी शोई रहे तापाई जीवन दुखदायक एवं से प्रति मुहूर्त मृत्युवरण करता है। आम जीवन को जो भली भाव में देखुचे वास्तव में जीवन सेमिति नुहे। द वे वी एक्सेप्ट लाइफ इज नॉट एक्चुअल, द थिंग्स आर नॉट व्हाट दे सीम। आम जो भली भाव में जीवन को ग्रहण करुचे ताहा वास्तव में से भली भाव में नुहे। लाइफ इज रियल and life is earnest. Here the poet says in the second stanza that जीवन होची वास्तव, जीवन होची उद्देश्ययुक्त। उद्देश्य हन के बेहले नुह, जीवन होची उद्देश्ययुक्त, जीवन होची वास्तव। तेणु आमे ताकू सठिक नजर रे देखिबा को पड़े एवं जीवन रो उद्देश्य को आमको खोजी बाहर करने को पड़ो। एंड द ग्रेव इज नॉट इट्स गोल। जीवन लक्ष्य केवे हेले मृत्यु नुहे। आम जन्म होइछे मृत्युवरण करने नुहे, आम जन्म होइछे किछि ना किछि कार्य करने। तेणु पोएट एठी कहछन्ती जे डेथ इज नॉट द गोल ऑफ लाइफ। जीवन सॉरी मृत्यु जीवन लक्ष्य नहीं। डस्ट दाउ आर्ट टू डस्ट दाउ रिटर्न्स, दैट इज नॉट स्पोकन ऑफ द सोल। ये लाइन गुड़िक बाइबल रु उद्धार करा जायछि। दीज लाइन्स आर फ्रॉम बाइबल एंड दे सजेस्ट मनीष शरीर माटी रे एवं यह हेउछि नश्वर, यह हेउछि क्षयशील। मृत्यु पर मनीषर शरीर निश्चित भाव में माटी रे मिसी, पंचभूतर शरीर पंचभूत लीन हो। किंतु आत्मा हेउछि अमर, आत्मार मृत्यु नहीं, आत्मा केबे हेले मरिबो नहीं। किंतु शरीरर मृत्यु अछि, शरीर क्षयशील, शरीर नष्ट हो जिवो, किंतु आत्मा नष्ट हेबो नहीं। जेहेतु आत्मार मृत्यु नहीं, तेणु आम जड़े जड़े आत्मा हिसाब से प्रत्येक मुहूर्त सठिक कार्य, उचित कार्य एवं न्यायोचित कार्य करी निज जीवन को सफल करने ये कवि आह्वान देते। नॉट एंजॉयमेंट एंड नॉट सोरो। इन द नेक्स्ट स्टैंजा द पोएट सेज आम जीवन को केवल एंजॉयमेंट भितर बा केवल गोटे सरफुल स्टेट दुख भितर बा सुख भितर आम अति सुखी हवा नहीं बा अति दुखी हवा नहीं। गोटे समशीतोष्ण परिवेश समान भाव जीवन को देखा। उभय परिस्थिति रे, उभय समय रे, सुख समय रे एवं दुख समय प्रति परिस्थिति रे निजर कार्य उपरे ध्यान केंद्रित करवा, निजर कार्य को ध्यान देवा, प्रति मुहूर्त कार्य कर चलवा एवं आमर कार्य धारा एभली हेबा दरकार जे प्रत्येक आसंता काली आज ठारू प्रत्येक आसंता काली जे भली सफल हेबो, उन्नत हेबो एवं आज ठारू आमे आसंता काली आहुरी उन्नत परिस्थिति रे आहुरी सफल अवस्था अवस्थान करथिला। So these are the first three stanzas of the poet. These are the first three important stanzas of the poem Psalm of Life. We will discuss the further stanzas in the next class. You should prepare some notes and will provide the notes. Thank you.